All right. Okay, so what we're doing in this session is just kind of showing you some things. So I'm also going to go over CPT. And some of you are not on CPT, but I'm going to go over CPT. When you get ready to get up to CPT, you can still, the video is already in there for you guys to look at the CPT. So let's go in and share screen. I just want to share screen real quick. I'm also going to tell you guys how to get your emails from me, and you're going to change that password. So it's going to be your Microsoft email. The Microsoft email is going to be pretty much how you're going to get in here. So I'm going to reset the password. You're going to see it as a reset password. But in retrospect to that, I want you guys to, all you're going to do is just go in there and change the password. That's all you're going to do. Just change the password. Can you guys see this screen? Let me know if you guys can see this screen. Just type it in and just let me know. Okay. Okay, good. So we're just waiting for a few more to get in. So this is what you guys will be looking at when you do go in there. When you go in there, you're going to open the file the same way, but let me backtrack on how you're going to get in there. I'm going to send you an email, and the email is going to have a temporary password in there. You are going to put that long email that you see from the email that I'm going to forward you. Okay, in that email, it'll say Tasha McCoy at gmail.com, and then it'll say, a # EXT, and then it'll say Sapphire Physician Coding LLC on Microsoft. I know, a whole bunch of stuff, but you have to put that email in because that's the email that is automatically generated for all of you guys that come to my class. So when you guys are signing into the Sapphire teams, you have to use that, okay? So I'm going to forward you the email, and you're going to see that long email, and then it's going to say change your password. You're going to click on the orange little box that says, I don't know if it's Microsoft 360 or Outlook 360, 365. Just click on that and just follow those prompts. After you do that, you're signed in. If you see something that says you need extra security, just click it and put the extra security on your computer, and that just makes sure nobody is chiming in on your computer or anything like that. So download that. When you finish with that, write your password down. I don't have your password. If you lose it, I'll reset it for you. But write your password down. Yes, write that long email down, and then close out of that. Now you're going to go into your regular teams that you guys do one-on-ones with me. When you go into your regular teams, you're going to say add account. Now you're going to add a new account in your teams, that long email, and then you're going to put your password in when it prompts you to, and then you're going to get to this page. Okay, so once you get in here, this is what you're going to see. Okay, this is what you're going to see. You'll see these posts in here, which is, these are just posts. It's nothing that you need to do with this, but this is here where you guys can send me a message. So you guys know you can go in there on that. Okay, so one of the other things with this is if you see a video in here, you probably can't open it because that's a video that a student and I may have, or somebody might have had a one-on-one, and we put it in here, but because it automatically goes in here. Okay, but when you get in here, if you're not sending me a conversation or text or something, you see this down here, you can text me something with that. Go to file. When you get into the files, now you see all of the chats, okay? I see a couple of things that wasn't loaded in there. Okay, but don't worry about that. because I'm gonna go over all of this and make sure everything is in every single one of these files for you. And there's a lot more. They just haven't loaded yet. So the first one is the Sapphire orientation. Okay. You see the color of this file is purple. All of the course files are purple. The videos are turquoise color. Okay. So whenever you see that turquoise color, you know that's your video for your program. Let's say, look, ICD 10, that's the course, that's the video. That's the chat for your course. Okay. Um, so, that's pretty much what you're going to do. When you go in, you're going to see this. Let's open this up. Let me see if I can, see if we can open this up. So again, this is your 20-week program. Some of you already have this, the 20-week program. Some of you have a 15-week program. Depends on what you're on, because there are times when I have to extend your program. If you say, oh, Ms. Lambert, I didn't get a chance to do this, I didn't get a chance to do that, I'm extending your program. So this program card, which you guys have access to, you guys can upload this. So you guys do have one, but this one, I just changed it around a little bit. It's the same thing. I just put an extra 5 weeks in there. And I spaced it out with color so that you guys can have a guide to follow you. Okay. So I'm just going to go over this. So you guys finished with how to get in here. And when I'm going to send you the email. Make sure this is not a student. Okay. So this is what it is. It's done by every week. And I just color coded it to change what's in there. When you see this red, this week we are doing the course end. So you're going to see the course end on here. And it's kind of like a capstone. Okay. And we what we do is we go over everything that you guys did. I know I can't look in the camera. I got to look down at what I'm looking at. I had to get me a shorter one. So again, this is a 20-week schedule. And I scheduled it out week by week. I took the other one and tweaked it better because some of you were having problems with the schedule. Not problems, but sometimes when I'm doing stuff, I'm getting it in faster to pretty much get it out there. But I want you guys to have a guide to go by when you are doing your homework. Okay. You see how it's color coded, the week 9, week 10. It tells you what you should be working on and what you should hand over to me. Just keep track of what you're giving me. I gave you guys a perimeter sheet. The perimeter sheet has all the courses on there. Whenever I email you guys or you guys send me something, I put it on your perimeter sheet. It's kind of like my record sheet for you guys. I sent you guys one in Excel. I enabled it so you can write on it. So definitely put in there what you have. Okay, you also have a couple of sheets in your program that tells you, that you can put your grades on. Eventually down the line, we're going to go over that because I'm going to go through those things step by step. There's the same stuff that's in the orientation. It's just more detailed. That's why I want you guys to look at those folders in detail. Whatever's in those folders, make sure you look at them because there's a lot of stuff in there that you're going to need. And anytime you guys want to go over that, just get with me and we can do a one-on-one on it. We can do a one-on-one. Okay, so let me just go down. I'm just going down and see here. There's a capstone at the end of this. And I know you guys can barely see this, but when you print it out, or when you can print it out if you want to, but those of you who are you can, more computer savvy, you can just leave it on there and you'll see it, much better because I have it in PDF. Again, the capstone is just us talking about the whole course. So here I'll be talking about the whole course. Up here I'll be talking about evaluation and management. The other capstone will be talking about the ending of medical billing and medical terminology. Okay, so we can close that. Okay, so let's close that. And you go back to general. General takes you back to the rest of the courses. Okay, this is the 40-week one. I'm just opening this up. It's pretty much week by week. So I put 2 weeks on each page, so you should only have 20 pages. But again, you guys can see the date that we started for this semester, for this term. Those of you who are already in the courses, some of you getting ready to finish. You can go by this if you want to, if you can fit it in and coordinate it into your schedule. But those of you, y'all are on a 30-week schedule. If you need that extra couple of weeks, go back to this schedule. In retrospect to this, if you have to go over the medicine chapter or the medicine coding, you can go ahead and follow this one. Just follow that. Don't do the whole 40-week course unless you just need to do the course over. Because if you're finished with this course and you still feel like, all right, I forgot, I don't remember, I didn't put enough on my index card, just come back in. You have access to this. So I don't take anybody's access from them, okay? So again, this is week 6, week 7. And again, I put 2 weeks on each sheet. So this is how you're going to follow it. Every week, you have choice to do. You have work to do. Okay, and I made it more explicit so you can see it. That's not the word I was looking for, but that's what we use. Okay, so do you guys got any questions in reference to that? Okay. Yes, I want you to download that. Thank you. Yes, Miss Lambert is trying to lose a couple of pounds. Yeah, now I lost 15 pounds. So, let's not get that into the program, okay? You guys root for me to lose 100. So listen, if you have any problems downloading this, let me know. Okay, because I'll shoot it to you in the emails. Okay, in your Google Drive. Don't forget, those of you who don't have the Google Drive, you have to have the Google Drive to get your documents. And once you get to Google Drive, you can take your documents out if you want to and put them in a folder on your computer in documents. I would put them in 2 places. Put them in 2 places. That way you can have your stuff. But if you do get locked out or your computer gets, something gets wrong with it, like my Apple, I don't know, beep. And fortunately I had all of my docs on everything. So, we're good to go. So, again, this is 40 weeks. This is a 40-week program. Okay, so there's one is a fast track and one is not. And it was 30 weeks. I extended it a little bit because I want you guys to make sure you get what you need. If you don't need this 4 weeks, that's fine. But this is based on that. Okay. This is based on those weeks. Every time you hand me something, if you give me an essay, if you give me a task, put it on your sheet. Okay, you have a perimeter sheet. You also have a data sheet. And you also have a course reporting sheet. Those things are in your files. You found those things in the orientation. Some of the stuff in the orientation Zoom I did go over, but you will find in the file folders that you have, they're there. Okay, I'm just going to shoot down the line. All right, so let's close this. See, everything is color coded. Let's close this. So you guys can go in here and get this. So, remember, the access that you have, go back to general. Right. Okay, good. No, yeah, you can go back to general. That's fine. So if you guys have any problem or get stuck, let me know. Okay. I think I have to, let me see who's in here. So, if you guys have any problems, just let me know. And, I'll give you more of an access. I'm just connecting because I need to make sure if somebody comes in, I actually let you guys in. So, okay, good. So when you guys need, if you guys need something that you already had and you might have lost it, no problem. Just, let me know and we'll get it together. So I have the other screen up, and that's because I'm looking at some other stuff on here, just in case, you guys get stuck. Okay, because I don't want you guys to get stuck on anything. So as you guys see the red folders, I did put the 20-week and the 40-week schedule in the folder. Okay. So let me know if you got any questions, but I'm gonna move down the line. Okay, so this is what she said. In here, I have this. You see how I have this in alphabetical order? Yeah, that's how you're going to do your courses, in that order. Going to do them in that order. Now, when I put them in here, that you must be talking about when I put them in here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna open this one. Now they're supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see how they kind of went out of whack right here? Okay. They should be in the right order, which is not a problem. I mean, you can always modify this and change this and put it by, A, B, C, or Z. I just wanted to make sure I had everything in there so I could do the Zoom for you guys. But everything is in here. I'm looking in this folder, being that I have the medical billing up. See if you guys have that sheet in here I was just telling you about to record your grades on. So that one is not in here. So make sure you get it in your orientation. I'm pretty sure it's in there. So, again, this is one of your folders. This is a medical billing. This is a piece of medical billing. So this will be the objective to the medical billing. The objective would be what you're going to do in the course, or like what is the course about? We're going to learn this, we're going to learn that. In most of your courses, you're going to do the same thing, but there's different stages in your courses. So your first stage is you're reading, you're doing tasks, you'll get competencies, and then your second stage is your CPC courses. That's your second stage. At that point, you're going to need your CPC book. You need your CPC guide for that, because the cases that you'll be going over are in the CPC guide. So we are going to be going over the chapters, every single chapter in the CPC guide, because once you've already done your ICD-10, your CPT, you should know how to code, how to find a diagnosis and how to code. So I just want to close it. So I want to show you. Let's go back to general. Remember, go back to general. You see, HIC 4, all that stuff is in here. I want to show you. Some of you put medical billing, but I'm just going to jump to coding real quick. I'm just going to jump to coding real quick. Okay, so let's do this test right here. We're not going to do it. You guys are going to do it, but I just wanted to see something. So, and here, I'm going to take this off. So don't worry about it. If you see this like 5 times, I'm going to take that off. Don't worry about that. Okay, so let's look at this. This is the MIB competency. See how it says MIB? This is MIB competency. This test is in the MIB book. I'm calling it MIB. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. Okay, here it is. And this book, this is where you're going to get that from. Because remember when I was telling y'all that inside this book, I think it's chapter 12 and 13. So chapter 12 and chapter 13, in chapter 12 and chapter 13, this is where this is from. Okay. So, I mean, you're going to need your ICD-10 book. Yeah, but this is from your study that you did in here. Okay. So what do we got here? Okay. So you got everything is multiple choice, and you have a lot of practice in multiple choice because your test is multiple choice. Your CPC is multiple choice. Some of you who are not taking your CPC, that's fine. Some of you doing medical billing, getting to know medical billing. Some of you may be doing your CPB. But generally, this is one of your tests. Okay. Those of you who just started, I don't know, about 15 of you guys, I don't know how many of you, I don't have it in front of me, but those of you who just started, you're not up to this yet anyway. So that's why I'm just kind of going over this, just because you're not up to this yet anyway. Okay, but that's one of your ICD-10 tests. Okay. Don't look at that because I'm going to take that stuff out. Let's look at, okay, so this is some of the medical billing tests. Okay, so let's look at medical billing. That's from this book. Let's look at that real quick. So this is MIB, insurance. Role of a medical insurance billing specialist. Those answers are here. This is what you are returning to me. I've had students return to me 5 at a time. I've had students return to me when they finish. That's up to you. It's okay, because I'm not going to return it until Sunday anyway. I mean, if you give me something on Tuesday, you're not going to get it back until Sunday. And hopefully I'm not late getting it back to you, but 9 times out of 10, that won't happen. You get it back. I'm going to go in here so I can look for the file where you're going to put those answers at. But again, this is your medical billing test. This is one of them. Okay. So again, you know, when I give this back to you, you're going to put your grade in your file. So however you arrange your files while you're at home, make sure you do them so you can find what you need to find. Okay. You see, this is what happened to this is out of whack, but you guys know what to look for. I mean, 1 to chapter 2. I'm going to fix this and put this out. This is mine. I'm going to fix it and put it out of the way. I don't know if I gave it able for you guys to change it because I don't want you guys to don't alter anything in there, because I did leave some stuff where I didn't PDF it. You know, just don't alter it. I left it like that because there were a few things I wanted you guys to see. And sometimes it's on PowerPoint. And 9 times out of 10, when I do PowerPoint, it's you know, it's going to be like a PDF anyway. You can't alter it, but I mean, you guys are adults. If I say don't touch it, don't alter it, you guys know not to alter it. You can just look at it. But anyway, okay, so this is the medical billing test. This is what you would do, medical billing test. Okay. So let's go down the line. And see, here's turquoise. So we know that's a video. So that's your medical billing Zoom. Okay. That's your ebook in there. So we've already seen the ebook, and I'm opening. So in your ebook, it's just the book. You're going to do the reading. There are exercises in there after those chapters. You don't need to do those, and unless you want to. You can do those if you want to. You see this book in here. This book is perfectly fine for you guys to use for your medical terminology, because medical terminology is explicit. I have to make sure that you guys have all of your tests in there. You should have about 50, I don't know, maybe 50 tests in there. 50 questions, maybe 22 tests. You have to be medical terminology savvy. Okay, so I want you guys to be medical terminology savvy. Just kind of do the work. I'm going to close it. It doesn't even need to download. I just want to show y'all the book. But I do want to show y'all this. You see where it says language and medicine pre-test exercise. These are the exercises to that book. You can do those if you want to. I am not grading those. I will be grading for life. You can do these if you want to. At the back of this book, the answers are there to every other question. I mean, if you want me to grade it, I have the teacher's resource book. I'll grade some of it. You grade as much as you can because there's thousands of these in here. But, you know, I think it's awesome to do. We used to have the students do this at the school, but it wasn't mandatory. But I like for the students to do this. I'd like for you guys to do this because I think it's awesome. You know, I definitely would like for you guys to do this. The only problem is you writing on it and, you know, getting the information on it. I always like to give you guys sheets, and that's why I included those sheets. You guys just see those sheets in there in medical terminology. I'm going to show them to you right after this. Those sheets, you do this, You can put your answers on that sheet and I'll grade it from there. I'll grade that from there because it's extra work. It's extra work, and that's how you retain. That's how you retain, and that's why I put this in here for you guys to do more work. That's why I love the 40-week one, the 30-week, and the 40-week one because I'm telling you, for them to be paying 25,000, 30,000, they get the same thing that you get. I don't even know if they get the same type of work I give you because I'll find everything I can think of. If I don't know something, we're gonna find out. We're gonna get it. Okay, so I would like you to do these, but it is not mandatory to do these. In your curriculum, you have things that you are supposed to do. I have to have those back to grade for you. Okay, and you see, I love this. I mean, you would be like medical terminology. Listen, see, look at this. And these are probably more than likely odd or even 1, 2, 3, 4. These look like 1, 2, 3, 4 in here, but you probably can do them in and answer, put the answers in yourself. But we all adults now. Don't go get the answers. That would defeat the purpose, because you're still going to need this when you take your test. You have to be medical terminology savvy. Got to go. I was trying to see in the lobby if there's anybody in the lobby. Give me a minute. Let me look in here real quick. So, okay, so nobody's in the lobby. I'm not sure where. Let me just. Sorry, y'all. I'm missing somebody who I want in this classroom today. So you guys can ask questions. Ask questions what you want. Give me 1 second. Okay, so in the meantime, yes, I would like for you guys to do them. I know that is a lot, but it will give you more experience and you'll be able to retain better. Okay, so that's just one of your peers. She's missing, so I'm gonna see if we can get her. Okay, so again, that's your ebook, and that's the pre-test exercise that are there. I'm calling them pre-test exercise because that's what you guys need for your study. Okay, so that's what we're going to use for the study. So let's go a little bit down the line, and where do we go? Back to general. Absolutely, that's the okay, so let's just move down. And as you guys can see, medical terminology coding. Some of you guys who just started, you only have a couple. You have orientation, you have medical billing, you have ICD-10. Some of you have CPT, but you don't have the full course. Because some of you move faster than others, and you can go in here and get the course that you need. If you're moving on to the next course, let me know that you're moving on to the next course, because I've got to have everything back from you from the first course. Okay. And yeah, that goes on your in your record with me, so I know what you have done. I'm looking for I want to go on here because I want to see what's in here. That's some of the stuff that you guys were sent. That's the orientation pack. This is I have two coordinated files for this. One where you get 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You get 3, 4, 5 once a day. So orientation is a week. I send you some each day for that first week. So you're not overwhelmed with all of this. Your Your data sheets are in here. Your program is in here. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I just want you to make sure that you look in here and you can see some of your course description. This is how you guys are going to do the essay. And this is in the orientation video. So some of this is definitely in the orientation video. This is where I'm showing you what to do in regard to how you're going to coordinate your class, okay? So here is the books. We're going to talk about the books. I know you guys want to talk about the books. I just want to kind of jump in with this. Um, that's your syllabus. Just make sure you do get a look at that syllabus because the syllabus kind of helps you, you know, as a guide, so you can see what's going on in your classroom and you can see what's going on in the program in general. So in here, I'm just going to jump down. This information you guys can read. I just want to kind of jump down to the end. This is primarily your books. This is what I'm getting ready to jump to. Your books. These are the books that you need. The language of medicine book, again, you don't need this already in here. So I'm going to flip that to language of medicine, medical terminology first. Then you guys can go ahead and do medical billing. So that's what I did for that because the books, some of you guys it's kind of tough to get your books. So that's what we did with that. So I'm just going to run into this one. It's taking a little longer to go. So okay, so it's the same. There's another portion of that I want to show you guys. I have to make sure that it's uploaded. Again, everything is just put in here so you guys can see this. But I'm going to put more stuff in that. This is the one that I want to get to so I can show you guys the books. So that's why I'm saying make sure you guys do look in it. I don't know if it's going to open on this, but we're going to find out. The elsevier.com, www.elsevier.com. You remember that one that I was talking about for you guys to check out? Hopefully this gets clearer. Yeah, okay, good. So this is a book that you guys are going to get. And this is a step-by-step book. The step-by-step book teaches you how to code step-by-step. It gives you the originality of how to code. So this is what we'll be working on. Your coding courses come from this book. It's split. Your tasks that I give you, I create those, but you do have tasks here that I do want you to do. That's why I want you to get the workbook, okay? So get the workbook with this. If you want to get the ebook, you can get the ebook. That's fine. I think the ebook is like $93. But again, you guys are not up to this yet, so you have time to get this book. I know it costs a little bit of change, but we're working on to see what we can do to get ebooks. But you guys go ahead and get it. I don't want to hold you guys up. So that's the book you need for that. Step by step is going to teach you how to code. So this is your CPT book. Being that it's already September, if you guys wait till October, I think the 15th, if you guys wait till October 15th, you can get to 2024. You can get the 2023, that's fine, but when you take your test, I want you guys to have the new book. I think the rule is still the same. Well, it's not a rule, it's an option. You can use the book before. If it's 2024, you can use the 2023. But to do your work, I mean, you can get a 2022, that's fine, because it's not many codes has changed. I mean, the COVID codes were dropped in the new books and a couple of other things. But for your training purposes, you know, you can get a 2022 or 2023. Okay, so I would go to thrift.com or Amazon, or you can also get it from AAPC. To get the discount from AAPC, you have to be a member. The membership for AAP is $170. Don't forget to take your test. You have to be a member, so you must pay $170 for that. Okay, that's in addition to the price for the exam. So I'm trying to see if I put the new language of medicine book in here. So I think I did. I did. So This is the new language of medicine book. This is the 12th edition. You guys got the 11th edition or the 10th edition. Same thing, doesn't matter. I think I have the 11th edition. Oh, I think a student has mine. That's fine. But this is the new book. If you want to get the new book, you guys can go ahead and get the new book, okay? If if some people have a little bit of trouble with the ebook. I used to have trouble with ebooks all the time. I not really an ebook person. Um, so I don't do the ebook thing all the time, but I love it when I'm somewhere and I want to look in there and get that book. I love it. Like if I'm home and I have all these books around me already, I just kind of do the hard copy books. But when I'm on the street, that's when I love ebooks. Okay, so let's look at this one. That's the workbook. Remember, I was just talking about the step-by-step book, and you guys have the other book. This is the workbook to that. Okay, so yes, I want you to get that because you guys are going to do the exercises from here. Okay. Space it out. Space it out however you want to do it. Just make sure you get it because they have to be done. Because you guys know, like on some things, I'm okay with, but when it comes to the stuff with the coding, I want you to know that inside out. These things that I'm showing you already sent to you, I'm just kind of giving you a heads up on what the books look like and different things. Oh wow, it's already 1:45. Okay, I know I only have to 7:30, but you guys just hang in there, okay? I want you guys to make sure that you see this. So this is the ICD-10 book. This is the expert version. And my book is over there. But make sure that you get the book from AAPC, okay? Make sure you get the book from AAPC because they have so many nice illustrations in here. And it's a lot of things pertaining to this book that we are going to go over, okay? We're going to go over. I keep hitting that, but I want to close. There's another book that I want you guys to see. You guys, let me know if you guys didn't see the Hicks book because oh, here it is. No, that's the AAPC book. Well, this is the AAPC book. This is the book that you have to get at the end when we are doing the CPC coding. Your last chapters come from this book. Okay, they come from this book. So yes, you are going to have this book. Okay, so make sure you get it. Okay, you can get the e-version or you can get the hard copy. Okay. That wasn't the one I was looking for. I was looking for the Hicks book, but it looks like I'm gonna have to upload that. It doesn't look like it came out of here. But that's fine. Don't worry about that. You guys will still see that. When I get ready to get up to the Hicks courses, you guys will see those things in there and you guys will see all the rest of the books that are in there. I just didn't go through the whole thing. That's all. But again, Elsevier.com for most of them. There's the Hicks book right here. Elsevier.com for the most of them. But you can go to Amazon.com as well. You don't need a membership. When you guys get further down the line and start coming out of your course, I'm going to expect the membership to be retrieved so that you guys can start scheduling for your test. Okay. You have to have a membership to schedule for your test. Yeah. But you guys are going to be so savvy. You're going to be so happy to take the test. Okay. So again, that's a Hicks book. This is the book that we're going to work in. Okay. Again, this one is AMA. This one is AMA, but I want you to get AAPC. Okay. But if you have AMA, no problem. The reason why I like the AAPC because that's what you're taking your test with. What's in their book is what we go over. And there's a lot of pages in there. See, they make that book for people who are taking their test. There's a lot of pages in there that you can write on. So remember that there's pages that you can write on and you can put notes in there. Just don't go note savvy like I do. Okay. So those are your books. Did I get to see the other book? Step by step. Let me see the other insurance book. I showed you guys that book. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so this is the new one. This is the new one. Okay, copyright 2023. This is the brand new one, the 16th edition. You can get this one if you choose to. The one that I have is fine because everything in it is the same. Everything in it is the same. They might have put a couple other things in there, but generally it's the same. We're going to teach you how to do medical billing from that right there. And Linda Smith is excellent, excellent. She's a master. She is a master in medical billing. I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm just kind of going down the line. When you get here, this is when you need your CPC book. Okay. Questions? Okay. So again, I haven't numbered these. I just put the alphabet there. I left that there because you guys have it in your other Google Drive, in your Google Drive. And this is here too. I put this here in case you guys wanted to go over the files. That's the same as what's up there. I might have added like one or two more things in there, but this is how you get it. Your first week. I'm not gonna do it in order because it's out of order. So first week, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's orientation. Okay, that is your orientation. Okay. So in your emails, I wish I could show you guys how to do that from here. I'm not sure if it'll let me do it from here. I'm going to show you anyway. I'll figure out a way. Let me see. Let me see. I just want you guys to see real quick that email, your emails that you're going to have. See, users, your emails. This is the new students only, not the other students. This Teams is for the new students. Okay, Dimitri, this is yours. Okay, this is yours. This is Dimitri's email. And you see that number sign and an EXT number sign at Sapphire Physician Coding LLC. Is on Microsoft, whatever, behind that. Okay. Erica, this is yours. Okay. That's what you need to get into the program. Okay. I'm going to send you a temporary password. You change your password, and then you're going to go into your regular Teams and you're going to add that new account. Okay, it's going to say somebody has added you, or Step Acquisition Code has added you or has created a Microsoft account for you. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of drop that in there. Okay, and don't forget, you call me. We can do one-on-one. Let me know if you can't get into this Teams. Okay, because you guys right now, you only have the invite to do the one-on-ones or get in on a video or something like that. Okay. So that's what I want to let you guys know. So again, you could also upload something in here to me. Put it, if you want to put it in the folder, that's fine. I'm going to make a folder in here. That's for me, for the instructor. Okay, that's for me. You guys are giving me your tasks through email. That's fine. This is just another way of giving it to me. But once you do, give it to me, upload it one way, you can keep doing it like that. If you switch, then you guys let me know. So in here, same thing. I'll probably make another folder. It'll say chest task or something like that. And it'll be a whole different group. It'll be a whole different group. None of this will be here. It will be give me your tests, your tasks from in there. Okay. So you can do it, you can do it that way. Okay. If you want to do it the way that you guys are doing it, upload it to me, that's fine too. Okay. I'll make sure I get it back to you by Sunday. Okay. Okay, so again, you guys, we're recording, so you guys can always go back to looking at this. Yeah, I just want to kind of go down the line to. Let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, let's look at this because this how we did this course. There's two sections to CPT. So CPT is, yeah, that's your longest course. CPT is your longest course. You see how this information is in here? The way I want you to do this is hit this first because they say overview first course. That's why I put course two and one. Okay. I'm just clicking on it. And I see some stuff in there that I need to take out that looks like it's in there twice, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. Oh, good. This is in here. And I'm saying that because the completion record is in there. I want to show you that. So, yes, this is some of your CPT. See Hicks Picks. This is just your Hicks Picks is in here. HIPAA. Some of you are doing the HIPPA. I want you guys to make sure you got that right. It's HIPAA. Okay, put it in this the next part. Okay, TAS, how to do CPT, CPT lesson 4, 3, 5. Okay, so let's go here. I want to show you this. And yeah, good. So I put this in here, Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint. And I've left it in Word enabled so you can type on it. Those of you who, you're kind of savvy with that, you can go ahead and type on that in there. I think that you can also print it if you choose to, because you can keep everything in a file for you. I think it's a heading on it. It's just not having loaded everything. But in retrospect to this, it says billing insurance handbook and workbook completion. This is just a record that lets you know what is finished. So handbook reading. Yep, I finished with my reading. Workbook chapter. I finished with my workbook chapter. I'm checking that off. And I did my essay. Okay. So that's what this is. Okay, it's just a record. It's just not loading all the way in here, but this is what it is. It's the same thing. Okay, and when you guys are doing it, I want you guys to make sure that you know where you're putting your stuff so you can find your stuff. Okay, make sure I'm closing this right. Okay, so I'm going to go into the other one because some of it, the whole thing didn't come out. It's taking a long time to load. But again, when you guys did, there it is. That's what she looks like, the whole thing. So when you guys are at home, you can print this out. You can print this out. I thought they took that those ladies. She can stay. I don't care, but I do tell them to remove all of those. But I see they still there. But that's okay. Again, this is just a guide sheet for you. This is just a guide sheet for you. And in all the courses, you have the same thing. I think there's one in all the courses just for you guys to keep record of it. Okay, so if you finish with the reading, yep, I finished with the reading for this, that, done. Okay, CPT procedure terminology, I'll finish with that. Because remember, in your billing book, there is a chapter in there where you're going to do CPT, okay? What I'm looking for is just some things in here just to kind of show you guys when you go in there. This is when you see something that says, this is good, I'm glad I'm on this. When you see something that says CPT, competency, or any kind of competency, the competency is done at the end because it is a long test. So in your CPT course, there's a test of 150 questions. That's your coding test for ICD-9 and ICD-10. That test is a pre-test for the CPC. So you must pass that. I don't tell you when you take the CPC, you tell you when you're ready to take the CPC. But I'm telling you right now, if you can pass my test of 150 questions, you're not gonna pass that CPC. So listen, I want you guys to steadfast on that. I meant to put that in here. I wanted to put that test in here, but don't worry about it. No, that doesn't go in here. I meant put it in here so I can show you guys in this video what it looks like. Okay, that I'm not gonna put in here. Okay, that I'm not gonna put in here. Because you guys you're gonna do that at home, just like how you're doing all the rest of your work. You got your ICD-10, your CPT, your HCPCS. That's what you need. Okay, label your book. You remember how I told you. So okay, so let's just take a quick look at this. And most of your tests, they all look like this. Okay. Just go on down and you guys will, quick look. And you guys can when you guys are looking at this, you guys can you can stop it, or so you can see what it is. But you guys already have some of the files for this. Like I said, some of you already have the CPT because I sent it to you. Those of you who are in the I'm going back to general. We go back to general. Those of you who are just taking the medical billing, you have this too, because you have ICD-10 and CPT. So you should have 4 courses. You have medical terminology and you have medical billing. These are your courses. The CPC courses you don't take. Did I send you those courses? I don't think so, because I only have a couple who do a medical billing. But you guys let me know if you want to go further. I will send them to you. Okay. You have to let me know, because I registered you as a medical billing. That's what you're in here. That's what you're in here as. I will send you guys since it's September, and I have to send you guys the registration sheet. You're just signing that back. You're just signing that and sending that back to me. Okay. And it's the same thing that you already have. It's like something like your invoice. There's just a spot that you just sign, that's all. Okay. And that's just for your records, because once I get, the payment, that's my registration right there. Okay, so that's how you register. When you make your payment, that's your registration. But I have to have that on file. Okay, so the other one I'm sending you is just a signature. It's something like that. Okay, so again, this is the whole course. This is the whole course. There are a few things I have not put in here that I probably will put here. I just want to make sure that I'm not putting things in double, because when we go through the classes, I will be putting in there things I want you to see on YouTube, and make sure you utilize YouTube. YouTube is your go-to. I do have videos on YouTube. I have videos on YouTube. I have a YouTube University. I have not been in there because I haven't had time to really go in there. The stuff that I put in there is different from the stuff that you guys get. It's just like an overall, letting people know about the class and stuff like that. But again, YouTube, that's your go-to, because sometimes I do put stuff there. My Instagram, make sure you go to my Instagram. I did bring Instagram up early in the morning. So in the morning, probably like 5:30, that's when I am doing a lot of my posting on YouTube and Twitter and the social media stuff. So you guys can, and I don't mind, you guys can hit me up at that time. If you guys need to talk to me before you go to work, you can call me before you go to work, or send me a text. Most of the time I have the phone, but if I don't and I miss it, I'll catch it and I'll get back to you. Because my phone is usually always on mute. But I have the light on it to let me know. But just shout out to me. I'll definitely get back to you. But again, everything will pretty much be in here. And if you need to send me a chat, you can always go in the chat. And your access, when you get in here, You have the same stuff over here. The only thing that you don't have is the administration. That's it. You don't have any administration, okay? And again, this is where, this is just chat. I'm just showing you this. This is just, you know, where you guys will talk to me. We'll go back and forth. Okay. That's me. So that's not nothing. I'm not showing anybody's chat or anything in there. That's just another email that I have. You guys know I have hundreds of emails out of. Sometimes I get confused myself. So just, be precarious of that. But this is our main page. Okay. This is our main page. When we start, you guys should have started now. You guys should be working right now. Okay. Your Wednesday is medical terminology. Okay. So I'm going to snatch just that. And this is the 15 weeks, but it's on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are medical terminology. You see how I have mine? This is how I do mine. Now that one that's on there, I'm gonna print it and cut it out, and I'm gonna do it just like this. This is how I keep track of your schedule. Okay, this is a 15-week schedule. This is a 15-week schedule. And this schedule, I just put it on the card, and I just like the one that's on there, and this is how I keep up with it. Because sometimes I need to pull it out, even when I'm not on a computer. But you guys, stay on the computer. You guys can just pull that up like that. But you guys know I always go the extra mile, especially some of y'all who don't know me as an instructor at the school. Y'all know I get carried away sometimes. But Erica, look, this is easy. Because when you're sitting in the backyard and you can just pull this out and you're not even on the computer, you can go, what is Lambert what us to do on Wednesday? Medical billing chat is on Wednesday. So this week is pretty much just a, introduction, because this is you guys' first week. Next week, we're going to go in to the courses, and next week, we're going to follow this. Okay, we're going to follow this. Okay, you guys should be following it now with the work. Okay, you guys should be following it now with the work. So in medical billing, we're going to do the same thing as far as what we're doing now. We're going to talk about the medical billing. You guys are going to give me your questions. If you cannot get in on the medical billing chat, just like this one, you can't get in, that's fine. I haven't seen anybody in the lobby to let them in. So we'll check that. Check that later. But make sure that you have your schedule with you. Make sure you have your schedule. Okay. And let Miss Lambert know which schedule you want to go by. Okay. No, it doesn't make a difference. No, if you want 15, 20, well, I got rid of the 15 because you guys were, not you guys are the new students. I had a couple of, so I changed it to 20. Yeah. Okay. Mm-mm. No, it's the same. It's the same. It's just that I just put more in a week than I did in the 40 week. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, so the question is it the same work? Do we get the same amount of work and 20 weeks that we get in 40 weeks? Yes, you do. The difference is in the 20 week and 1 week, you might have 4 things to do. And the 40 week, you might have 2 things to do for that week or 3 things. You see what I'm saying? So you'll have a lot less. So in that week, I give you this much time to do that. And the 20 week, you got this much time. So that's the difference. Some of you are faster than others, and some of you have are just taking your CPC. Some of you have, took it and failed, or you guys joined my class and you want to pass. So everybody has different situations, but just take heed to your schedule. Just take heed to your schedule. I know a lot of you are working. I do have a lot of you guys' schedule. I have a couple of schedules from you guys. I need to fix that camera because it looks like my head is cut off. Next time I'll have it fixed right. But next week we'll do the medical billing. So next week, this is what you're gonna do. There's a chat already in there. There's a chat already in there. So I didn't do one for that because there's one already in there. But again, next week we're gonna go over what you guys are going to be doing. Same thing that we did today. We're just gonna go more in depth. We're gonna go more in depth with that medical billing. The ITD 10, that archive is in there. Just remember, the archives are in there. When I come on, this is your forum to ask me whatever you want to ask me. Okay, this is your forum. Okay, so we go over what your task on what you're going to be doing. Let's say, okay, so I'm gonna use this for the first week. I'm gonna print that other one out so we can be on the same page. Okay, so let's say this is the first week. Okay, so this is Monday. This is not Monday, but this starts with Monday. And you guys should be doing stuff here because those of you who are in my class already, you have a schedule. Whether it's the new one or the old one or not, it doesn't make a difference. You have a schedule, but I want you to get that schedule because it's a little bit more coordinated than this one. And some of you are having a little bit trouble with it. So again, it has the times on here, medical billing, medical terminology, and it tells you what we're going to do when your essay is due, your 200 words are due. Don't forget your 200 words. Your 200 words lets me know your take on what you have read already. Okay, so that lets me know that you're more clearer on integumentary. You're more clearer on the medical billing office. You're more clearing on the 1500 claim form. So retrospective billing, those claim forms are in here. I saw, I don't know which one it's in, but it's in here. These are your tests that you're going to do in medical billing. But again, you guys can start with your medical terminology. That's fine. If you don't have the book, if you don't have the book, don't rush yourself to get the book because medical terminology is long. Let's go over this, being that it's still medical billing, medical terminology. What I put in here is just kind of like a demo of EHR. EHR is electronic health records. This is just giving you an idea of what the medical billing is about. What are you going to talk about with the patient? What do we talk about? Like surgeons have surgeon talk. Coders have coding talk. The billers have billing talk. That's all it is, just to get you more savvy with what you'll be doing. Discuss the information contained on an encounter form at checkout. A lot of you guys know what the encounter form is. When you go to the doctor, they give you the little form to fill out. Have you had this? Have you had that? What's your height? What's your weight? Things like that. Yeah, they're going to do that anyway. They just want to know what it was the last time you had it done. Okay, and this is just telling you what you're going to be looking at in here. Okay, and this is just giving you some of the key terms. I have another EHR, electronic health record in here to show you guys. I think in another part in medical billing. That's why next week we're gonna, when we do next week Wednesday, we're just going straight off into billing, so I can show you guys some things in there. But this is to generally let you know some of the questions that you guys have already shot out to me. Okay, but again, this is some of the key terms that are in, medical billing. This is what we're going to go over, accounting cycle 1 to 10, the front desk all the way back to the coders. The coders are the back end, right? Accounts receivable, the accounts has already been dropped. So if you're receiving that account, something's wrong with it, you gotta get it paid. Adjudication, that's a good word. Write that down, put that on index card. Adjudication is what the insurance company has decided to do after the claim has been paid, or billing the patient. We paid $50, paid $100, what they did with the claim. So that's what that is. Okay, so deductible, copayment, diagnosis. I put like a little deductible cheat sheet on here so you guys can figure out how to do a deductible. We go over that too. Medical code or medical records. Take heed to this. Some of you who have not done medical billing before, make sure you take heed to this. Remittance advice. What's that? What's remittance advice? You can take yourself off mute and talk. You don't have to type it in. That's fine. If somebody might have the same question. Okay. And if some of you are late to the chat, that's okay. I hope I missed nobody to let them in. Okay, so remittance advice. So Tina say what's remittance advice? Remittance advice like the EOB, like for Medicare or Medicare, they always do the electronic. So they call it a remittance advice. Okay, that's Medicare. I mean, they're not the only ones who use that. I mean, Blue Cross Blue Shield and a couple of other ones use that. It's okay. Anything going electronically, they call it remittance advice. It's paper is the EOB, but you can always look at the EOB and find that online too. But the remittance advice is always usually Medicare, Medicaid. Okay, so this is just telling you about patient registration and um, what takes place during that process. Okay, I'm not giving it away because I want you guys to read it. I'm not going to go over this because we only have like 15 minutes left, but this is just me showing you some of the things that you're going to be doing. Okay, review coding compliance. A physician, medical code, or medical insurance specialist assigns codes. Some of you do medical billing, take heed to this. I mean, this is what they do. Take heed. Medical necessity is treatment by a physician for the purpose of preventing diagnosis or treating an illness or injury. Medical necessity, if the insurance company is one bills, if they deny the claim and you need medical necessity, make sure you get it from the provider. The medical necessity is why did you do the surgery? Or did you do this, and that? Just like the bariatric surgery. Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do your psych? Did you do your cardiology? Did you do your sleep study? Show us, did you do everything so we can have a medical necessity and we go ahead and pay you. And your medical necessity is also why your BMI is 41. She has diabetes, or her blood pressure is high. It has to be documented. Just for the coders, if it's not documented, right, they didn't have it. Everything has to be documented. Okay, everything has to be documented. If it is not documented, it did not happen. It did not. I'm not going in there because we're going to go in there next week. Okay. I'm super similar to doing there. Okay, so 7:14. I'm gonna end it soon, but I still want to go over a couple more things. I want to try to see what type of questions you guys got for me. Um, so again, you guys can make your own files and your own documentation. Okay. If you guys need to email me on whichever email is comfortable for you. Okay. And I'll get back to you. I do want to talk about how you get in, because I got to make sure you guys are clear on this, because you guys have to get into teams. Okay, if you guys cannot get in it after I send you your password, let me know. Let me know. But remember, I still want you to have the downloads. I still want the downloads because I still send stuff to you like that. I send it to you like that. Those of you who enrolled in the class before September 3rd, you've got the Google Drives, because you guys know I always send docs up in Google Drive. So you guys already have that. Okay, so that's your backup. That's going to be your go-to. That's your go-to. Make sure you got your stuff backed up. So the stuff that I did send you in your Google Drive, make sure you put it in the phone. Okay, this is your go-to right here. And you guys just, let me know if you have any issues with it. Also, if you can email me from here as well. You could also send me a chat in here. It's kind of like text, but you can do it in here. Like I can send you like a message in here. And you got to get it. Like you see how when Keisha's come up, well, you guys can't see that, but she sent me something through Teams. And I can get it like that. And I could set up a meeting for anybody. So you guys just let me know. I'm not here during the day. So sometimes you guys are hit me up during the day. I can text you and email you back, but I can't schedule the one-on-one in the early time during the day because I'm at work at that time. So I can't do it. So I try to do it. I can do like 6. I can do like 7. I can do it that day. I mean, if you guys see me something, Ms. Lambert, XYZ, I'll schedule it for like 6 or for like 7, and we're good to go. Unless it's like a Saturday, I'm all day from Saturday, but just make sure you guys do that, and we can set up a one-on-one. I missed Denise, so when you get back to me, and we'll get that going again. We'll do another one-on-one. But you guys make sure you look at this video throughout so you can see what's going on, especially in here. Because you need to have a place where you can get all of your stuff, and you can open it and work from there. Now, again, you do not have to print if you do not want to. I have another sheet in here. Let's see if I can find it. I have another sheet in here where you're going to do your recordings. So you're not going to need that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go into your other part. See this. So you see how I'm opening these files? Those of you who started already, these are the type of files that I have sent you. I see that. And this is another syllabus that I'm looking for that I will put in here. And I see this one in here. This is just a general one, but I'm going to put the other one in there. I have a more detailed one for you. That's not 1 page. It should be longer than that. But this one you guys do need. We went over that. You remember we went over the syllabus? But there's another one that I'm looking for that I'm going to put in here. I uploaded something else. That's the other one that we did. Okay. And then, okay, so yeah, this is one I enabled this one too. And again, you guys can tweak this any way you want to. If it's in here and I enabled it for you to look at what you want, you can. So let's just take a look at this one real quick. These are your courses. Okay, these are your courses. And this is just an online review of what's in here. That's all. This is just a review of what's in here. You see these times that are in here, most of them are after 4 o'clock. And these times are only if I am not at work, I can do these times. Only if I'm not at work, I can do these times. So this looks like a schedule that I probably have for last year. But I still want it in here because we still go by this schedule. What's in here is the stuff that you're doing. And you can use this. This is another guide that we have here. If you want to go by this, you can. You can go by this as far as, let's say you did iron ocular, you're finished. Put a check on it. Keep it. I mean, you can print this if you want to, but again, it's just just a recording that you can have. It's just a recording that you have. So before we used to do it ongoing. We used to do it ongoing. We had 4 to 5. I think this is in North Carolina. Yeah, I think we just tweaked it just to update it so you guys can see a bigger picture. And I have several things in here that's like this that you can go by. Let's say you finished and you want to report. I can't even look at me. You see NM, evaluation and management. That's your 90,000 series. I put that there just so you can know what series you're in. Iron ocular, that's your 65,000 series. Integumentary system, that's your 10,000 series. It just gives you more information. The vascular system is a 30,000 series. Oh, okay. Let me say this, because you may not know what the series is. When you go in your CPT book and you see 30,000 or 60,000, You know, the 70,000 radiology, those are series. That's what they call them. Those are series. Okay. So again, you know, medicine 99,000 series, respiratory 30,000 series, and female system 54,000 series. And look, you can make notes on here. I need to call Miss Lambert right now. I need to call Miss Lambert right now because I don't know what this is. Okay. And what time did we have the lectures then? Oh, yeah, I must have been working really late then, 8 to 10 p.m. Yeah, I was working really late. But sometimes I'm up. Don't hesitate to call me. Sometimes I am up. You know, I'm like an early bird. I get up at like 5 o'clock. So you know what we do. We go to bed early. But sometimes I don't. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, I'm up and I might have a consultation or something with a provider and I'm running late. Or, you know, something like that. Or might have, you know, a consultation with the provider staff or something like that. So send me a text anyway. Who sends me a text at 8:30 and 8:45 sometime? No, she sends me stuff late. I don't know if I get back to you or not. I do. One time I did, and I think I came to see her. But it's okay, because I'll see it. I'll see it in the morning. So okay, so you guys can definitely use this, and you don't need to print it out if you don't want to. Live lectures, recorded lectures, discussion board, archive discussion board. Discussion board is this. Discussion board is text. Discussion board is Instagram. Discussion board is Facebook. My Facebook is Sapphire Physician Coding. Um, that's not my regular Facebook. I, I, I don't know if I have my regular Facebook, and I think I have that locked up. But my Sapphire Physician Coding Facebook, anybody can join that. Let me know. I'll let you in. I don't even know because most of them transferred over. So you guys let me know if you can't get in. But the Instagram is where I'm most active at. I do have Q&A sometimes on Facebook. So watch out for that. I do have Q&A sometime on Facebook. I think I am going to do Q&A Friday. Q&A is when the general public just start asking me questions. And when I do that, people are a lot of emails that I get from people who have looked at my website. I answer those questions through Facebook so everybody can hear them because there may be something that they want to know. That's why, you know, when you guys come, I mean, if you guys tell me you don't want to, you know, that's fine. Just tell me what you want. But when it's people that, you know, overall from, you know, Ohio or, you know, Dallas, you know, all of us, I want everybody to know what that's about. Okay. Because they may have a question that you might have. Okay. So, okay, so let's go back. So that's in there, okay. And it's a lot of stuff in here. What I would do, I would go through it one by one. Go through it one by one. I have to go through it again so I can make sure everything is in here is correct and you guys don't have double stuff in here. But again, you know, this is for everybody. I'm just watching this screen to see what's in here. Um, yeah, that's crazy. They tell you have 5 minutes left. Partial orientation science, okay, supply coding science. Let's see what that is. I hope this is what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for, but this is something that you do need to look at. This is letting you know how your assignments should be done. Okay, this is letting you know my information on the website and stuff like that, and what your certificate and whatever you're going to get at the end, and your CPC when you take it XYZ. That's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is I have a outline in here that has all of your courses on it, and it has 2 lines. Let me know when you guys find it. This is going to. It has 2 lines, and you guys are just going to put your grades in there. I don't know why this is so weird. So I'm going to get this back in order how I want it, so you guys can find what you want. Stupid things. Okay, so not that. I got it. Okay, so I don't see it on here, but I'll find it. Right. It's in here somewhere, but you'll see it before me. I will bring it on next chat. They reminded me that I have 4 minutes. It's my chat why you reminded me that I have 4 minutes. Really? I don't remember this. Okay, let's see. All right, well, I want you guys to find it. Okay, because I do have to end it. I don't have to end it, but you know, I did tell you guys, you know, that we're gonna get out of here early. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, so we're finished with this. Um, I'll see you guys on Saturday. I hope to have a full class on Saturday and the chat. Because we're gonna work Saturday. Saturday is CPT and ICT 10. So make sure you guys are in there. And then Wednesday we'll do the medical bill and the DMT. Okay, so I'm gonna be gone. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna shut this down. Okay, have a great evening. Bye-bye.